If you want to have your hair looking very healthy, very rejuvenated, and overall very healthy like this, then you definitely need to be watching this video. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I deep condition my natural hair. I like to do this every time when I feel like my hair is kind of damaged or I've had it out for too long and I just feel like my hair needs a little bit of something to kind of lift it up. That's when I like to do it. The issue what happened is I had my hair out for the longest time and I was kind of having a leave out and everything. So I was a little bit worried that my hair was a little bit like damaged. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and deep condition my hair. So I'm like, I might as well just show you guys how I do this. You can just do this method anytime, honestly, whenever you feel like your hair needs a little bit of like oomph, you feel like your hair needs a little bit of rejuvenation, you can do that. The steps that I like to do is I like to go ahead and first shampoo and condition my hair. So the full wash day routine, which I already did. So my hair is wet right now. It's kind of damp. But if you want to see specifically how I do that routine, it is pretty long. So if you want to see how I do that, let me know. I can make it in another video. But definitely start with deep conditioned hair, with shampooed and deep conditioned hair. And then once you have that, you're going to go ahead and start deep conditioning your hair. Now, if you watch my other videos, you probably know that the deep conditioning products that I like to use are these ones. So this is the first one, the Garnier Fruits Nourishing Plus Coconut Hair Food. And it's a 3-in-1, so it's a hair mask. You can also use it as a leave-in, or you can use it as a you can use it as like a deep conditioning treatment where you're going to wash it out later on. So the other one as well that I use is this one. This one by Shea Moisture. It's the Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore Treatment Mask. If I open it up, it's almost finished because I have been using this for the longest time, so it's definitely good. And for this one, I actually ran out, so I had to buy a brand new one. So that's why this one is pretty full. So let's get into what I basically do for the next steps. So I start off with sectioning off my hair. I just find it easier working in sections, especially as a natural hair girly. That is one of the best things you can do for yourself. Also, I just wanted to tell you guys that a trick that you can do is when you're using a deep conditioner, you can add essential oils that you like. So you could add castor oil to make your hair thicker in your deep conditioning treatment. I usually like to do that, but I don't have any castor oil right now. So I'm just going to be using the deep conditioning treatment by itself because it's pretty good by itself as well. Yeah, so I go ahead and divide my hair into sections. Like I was saying before, I just prefer to work in sections. It's much more easier for your hair and it's better for the outcome as well, especially when you're deep conditioning your hair and when you're doing treatments like this. Your lines don't have to be straight, but if you're a little bit a perfectionist about it, then you can go ahead and do that. As you can see here, I just went in with a product, but I actually felt like my hair wasn't damp enough. So that's one thing that you should make sure that you're doing. Just make sure that your hair has enough water before you go ahead and start applying in your product. Just make sure that it's wet, and you'll see for the next videos, for the next parts, I will go ahead and actually start adding a lot of water in my hair because that's what I want to do. The areas that I like to apply the product as well is I definitely like to go and apply at the roots and also at the tips because the tips are the most dead areas of your hair. So you need to make sure that you're applying as much as possible deep conditioning treatment to those areas. So once I twist it out, I go ahead and just put it aside, and then I move on to the next part. But as you can see, touch everything, even your edges, everything, because deep conditioning treatment is good for your whole head. So just make sure you're doing everywhere. I'm just applying some water now because I want my hair to be wet enough, and then I'm going ahead in with the product. And one thing you should note is that when you're applying your deep conditioning treatment, start from the roots and work your way down to the ends of your hair. This is just much easier. And when you do it this way, you also end up finding out that you don't miss sections of your hair. Fully start and make sure that the roots are covered and have enough product. And then you go ahead and work down to your ends and just twist out your hair once you're done. I'm just going to go ahead and continue repeating the steps that I did earlier. One thing you don't want to do is you don't want to add deep conditioning treatment to hair that is dry, because that's how you end up using excess products and you don't end up actually needing to put all that product in your hair. So just make sure that when you're doing this, your hair should be damp, not like completely wet, but it should be damp. And as you can see while I'm doing this, when there's areas that don't have the treatment, I go in and I add some more. So definitely like go in the middle of your hair, especially if your hair is thicker than mine. Make sure that you are going everywhere and applying the product. Once you are done, this is how your hair should look like. Product evenly distributed all around your hair. And this is the back of the hair. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use this deep conditioning cap. It's on Amazon, and as you can see, it has an area to put your head. It also has an area that you can clip and tie behind your head, and an area for you to put a blow dryer so you can apply heat to your hair whilst you're deep conditioning your hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and just tie my hair together, and then I'm gonna put the cap on top. If you don't have this cap, by the way, you can also use like a plastic bag or one of those kitchen plastic paper bags, like the plastic kitchen wraps. You can use that as well. The idea is you want to apply some moisture and a little bit of heat to your hair during the deep conditioning process. If you want to have the cap that I used, you can find it on Amazon. I'll have it linked down in the description box. So definitely just make sure it's covered around your whole head. And then once you have that, we're going to go ahead and move on with the blow dryer. At the end where I can put in the blow dryer, I'm gonna go ahead and insert it in there. Once I have it in, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on like a medium heat level, and then I'm gonna blow it out. And as you can see, as I do that, it basically becomes bigger because obviously air is filling in through the end and it's going all the way, being circulated to my hair. You want to go ahead and just keep this in for about 15 to 20 minutes. I kept mine in for about 15 minutes because after that you'll see that I'm gonna leave it in for a couple minutes as well. So 15 minutes was what was enough for me. After 15 minutes of applying the blow dryer to my hair, I'm gonna go ahead and just wrap the cap around my head. Make sure that it's secure and properly tied at the back there. And you want to take like a shower cap, something that's just going to apply even more moisture to the hair. So I'm using this. It's a shower cap that I have. And then you want to leave it in for about 15 minutes. Because I had left mine in for 15 minutes before, I just want to go ahead and leave the cap in for a little bit more moisture for 15 minutes. Keep in mind, you don't want to do this for too long. You don't want to keep the treatment in your hair for too long because then you'll end up over conditioning your hair.
Later.
So 15 minutes are up. I've applied a little bit of warmth to my hair by having the shower cap on top. So I'm going to go ahead and now remove it. It definitely feels warm for sure. I remember when I felt it. I said it's so moist in there. Just feeling the hair, it will still feel a little bit warm just because, you applied the blow dryer and, the heat process and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and start removing the twist that I had done. And already I feel like my curls are like so much more defined already. I definitely was liking that already. And here is a little bit of a close-up. I just felt like they're more defined, even though it's like no curling product in there. So I definitely liked that about it. Here's a video of the back just to see how it looked like with the product. Here is the hair after I had washed it out. Just like the way my hair looks very healthy already, even just after doing that deep conditioning treatment. As you can see, there's absolutely no product in my hair right now, but I just felt so healthy. The shrinkage, it definitely gets to me all the time. If you continue doing this routine, you'll see a difference in your hair. You'll see it feel much more healthier, especially if you feel like it was a little bit damaged before. Felt like my hair really needed that deep conditioning treatment. This definitely prepared my hair for the next protective hairstyle that I'm going to be doing. That was it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to hit a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you in my next one.